that and I'll get the hanger.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm gonna shove it anywhere. Even in the
Howdy, man. Dry rain.
I brought some, these are,
Oh, well, there.
cherries.
Hi.
In bags.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he wasn't around here about last summer.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
so
going to be something.
photogenic.
Hey.
When you think of all Have you had breakfast?
We had coffee with us.
Are you gonna have breakfast?
I'm not bothered with it. No.
You're not a breakfast eater?
extra horses or something.
Because it, it's kind of close, but you get into, like, you get onto the walk, and then, well, this is like by the end. And then they have
Control and the tension in the body.
and then you have,
Sort of aerobics going.
yeah, exercise. It's just done so slowly that you don't realize
Because I suppose when you do it slowly, that's always harder than fast.
It's
in a
like
sense.
exercise in reversers. What do you call that when you push against the wall?
Yeah.
And it's sort of the word for it. Remember we used to do that over
But the value, there isn't value in it.
Working now? Tell us when it's working.
It is.
Because the most interesting thing is finding out how the radio works.
telephone.
The telephone. And it doesn't work in the mountains.
It's an Alberta here.
You know, they didn't tell you that, Ben, when you...
It really is nice.
So I think that one on the corner is the
It's brick one here.
yeah. That one.
And just for the first round they hit will be Airdrie. If they don't hit Airdrie, then they know they're going the wrong way.
This pen
How do
is.
you
Mom,
spell
here's
that?
a better pen.
Yeah.
Oh, here.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, I see, yeah, you gotta watch the cameraman here.
Terrible, isn't it? Think of the bucks.
We gotta get Linda to quit now, that's all. But she, you
Is
know,
she the only one who smokes? Oh, Trish.
no, Trisha quit about 3 years ago, I guess, or so too. About the same time you did.
Yeah.
And then, but Karen just quit because she, you know,
Yeah.
the baby, you know. But we've got to get Linda, you know. Linda's.
I heard Annie Bev, yeah.
I have to phone her probably tomorrow. So find out if it's high time.
Yeah. Well, it's not funny, but I was talking to her on her birthday, and she was very. The Homestead.
This is Alberta. Map of Saskatchewan, British Columbia. I guess that's their map, British Columbia.
Yes, I'd like to put my call on the phone card. 604 652 1756 4680.
Just tell them.
Well, after you're finished.
Hot dog goes out.
There's Harry and that one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You see these glasses I got them for Christmas a couple years ago.
Adjust this thing.
Dom got
Yeah,
a
how does
picture
this sucker work?
enlarged. We just put it in the album. A lot of the old pictures, and there's one of you and your dad, your mom and your dad holding you, and both of them are so young. It's
Holding who?
Bernadette.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
just plug it in and turn it
Absolutely
on.
beautiful picture. And
How do
he
you-
took years ago, obviously, you know. And there you are,
How do
it's
you
just adorable.
replace
It's new, baby.
Because he's calling for them. Because if you leave it like that, that's where the bugs start to get in. Those ends.
Another thing too, Bert,
They're like signs, so I was gonna deadhead those.
you know what you do? You hang these upside down. Shake the water off. Hang them upside down where it's very warm. Then you have, you know how you get those reeds, you know, with the.
I have a bunch of these that I have to decorate.
Well, you can use those. But what you do is get the spring.
I'm gonna drone these planes. As far as my eye can see. There weren't any of those trees around them. It's just absolutely all that prairie.
Give me a close up. You ready?
Yeah.
Get down the ground there.
Oh my god. Never seen one that close.
I'll see if you come over here. Got some bread or something you can.
How about a tongue?
gonna go. Making up his mind.
Why are you standing in front of there?
Just for being such a nice customer, but you didn't buy dogs. How's that?
I've done something for the meeting. Where's the...
When you get to roast, whoever gets there first, whoever first, you eat first, and wait for us along the Hanley roast time. By that time, you'll be able to finish it.
Hey, you were teed off, you're not here. You're up to trail?
We passed that a long time.
Tell them about all the moose we
That
saw.
serves right. Here we are, beautiful sunshine, and it isn't raining.
You should see the moose,
Tell them about all the
the
moose
deer,
we saw and the antelope.
antelope, deer,
Well, listen,
moose,
we saw all kinds of antelope.
elk.
Moose.
We've seen moose, we see, we
Meese,
saw
meese.
moose, we saw elk.
Everybody
but
but
Bev.
Antelope.
Antelope.
Gorge Park, but we've
Gophers?
We've seen a lot of antelope running across the prairie, out in the middle of this wheat field.
Alright, Earl, they lied
Two
too.
big
two dinosaurs.
mule deer are on the side of the road.
And one dinosaur.
Gophers.
Got lots of gophers there. Anyway, that's good then. We'll see you then. Okay, bye.
I should have asked him where his four-wheeler was.
Huh?
He's just back from trail. It's the shits. It rained, poured.
Well, did he say
You got
he
another
should
piece
have
of
come?
paper, and then I'll reinterpret it, but it's still
Did
first.
he say he should be here?
There's some.
The first one that I remember is 7th Street. What is the key there? It was the third house
They
down
just took it off, eh?
from the alley.
So, what about
The
that?
doorway is on the right, and I'll remember that. Now, the next is the Eastlers. Now the instructions for that is East Lake
Mark was supposed to be TOC.
and Broadway
That's a teacher on call.
are parallel.
What does tag mean? Yeah. At the high school, they're always talking about the
Go to
tag,
corner
teacher tag.
of
We never hear it in our,
Yeah,
East
teacher,
Lake
teacher.
and 7th,
If we
Turn
leave TOC, it
right.
doesn't mean anything about teacher on call.
cross,
When we talk about it,
Eight.
kids with a teacher, we talk about
keep
soldiers with their tag.
Oh,
going.
yeah, teacher in groups, yeah.
Okay, guys.
Third
It's a group like
house from
Sit down, Seal.
9th on right hand side. White house, veranda on front and down left side. May now be purple or green siding. Okay, that's the second. Second
Obviously, we're having progress for lunch.
and East Lake.
Earl just made a judgment about
Corner house
I put mine in on there,
going
and you had some in the
towards
corner, A, so I pushed the name. and that's why I
second
thought, can you eliminate that?
on East Lake.
Let's let him figure out what to do.
You don't need that, do
Come to corner
Earl must have a memory like that.
of second.
Instead of one after the other.
It's
you?
Kitty
Get me on there.
Corner.
Put it in it
Squire,
too.
Squire Martin.
Can't Martin in it.
Martin.
Low-grade hotel.
A little what you want.
That one is,
No,
you
still.
know.
I don't want it.
Yeah, we've had.
Take a picture of Squire Martin.
That, every night we put a lamp that just.
His horses in the race.
It's got a high pool up there.
Where?
That'll happen.
That's the because the snowdrifts get that high.
Wherever the hell you are, I don't know where we're gonna be.
Likely too. They change the light bulb, so you like walk up there.
Guys, snowshoes up there,
Take
changes
a
the
picture of
bumps.
Martin.
You know what we're gonna do?
So,
Take a picture of
We're
Squire
gonna
Martin.
drive and drive and drive and
So
drive.
tomorrow then,
It's gonna take 13 seconds to go around. There's.
No shoes on.
There's no shoes, bro. We're going.
It's nice out, isn't it?
Yeah, it is pleasant.
showing that stuff. It's very much in there. It's useful.
Shows the strong arms.
They get the image of the man. Eleanor sends her love and Earl sends his love,
Ah, nice.
but they couldn't come.
Yeah. How is Eleanor?
She's also got diabetes, but she's,
Is that in the family, that diabetes?
no, it's unusual for us to have diabetes,
Yeah.
but she has it and manages quite well.
Yeah.
So did we once live on this street? Did we live ever, our family ever live on Avenue O?
We out that way, towards about half a mile from here.
And
Yeah.
the building is torn down now, is it?
Oh, it's all new,
Apartment.
beautiful buildings, a big sanatorium there now.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, there's a big sand, and it was closed down, but there was no more TB, no nothing. But now they've discovered that there's TB's come around again, so they opened it up again,
Well,
which is a sad story, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, very
So
sad story.
let me just check this with you because we lived on 7th Street in Newtana,
Yeah,
and the third house down from the alley on 7th Street from St. Joseph's Church. I remember that house.
yeah, you were right close to your
Yeah.
mother. Your mother, she could have moved right in the church. It would have
Yeah.
been a delight.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, your mother was somebody, you know.
That's good.
yeah.
She really was, and so was your dad. Oh gosh. You know, that was too funny for words. I don't know if I've ever told you this or not, but I gotta move around here so I can see you all.
Oh, yeah.
I should give you the good chair. That's not very
That's
polite.
okay. That's okay.
This is the age of the laity.
Yeah.
So we,
Yeah, you know, my husband went to church. My husband was a convert to the
Yeah.
church, you know.
Right.
Much better Catholic than me that was raised in it. And your dad, he come to church, and they're sitting at the railing, the two of them. Didn't know one another at all. So your dad, where was he? He'd come to town or something. Anyway, he came over in the afternoon, and there was Charlie sitting in the house. Charlie answered the door. Well, he said, I was at the railing next to you today. At the altar railing,
Yeah.
you know, and here they're related. But they didn't know one another, you know.
No.
You know.
Yeah.
isn't that interesting?
You're more like your dad than the rest of them, I
Is
think.
that right?
I think so, isn't he? Well, you're all a little bit like, very much like your dad. But you're getting big like the exhibition.
Well, that's important to, be expansive as the church, you see.
Yeah.
Is it true that Uncle Charlie had a beat near St. Joseph's School when Phil and Eleanor were students there?
Had a what?
In front of the school?
Had a-
That was part of his.
Part of his
Oh.
beat? St. Joseph's?
Well,
Broadway?
we had a big beach, you know, they walked miles.
Yeah.
They walked miles.
But is
you
it
know.
true? Is it true that all the students called him Uncle Charlie?
Oh, lots of kids did.
Yeah.
You know, surprising. A police, you know, you
Yeah.
thought he was being
Yeah.
smart. You know?
Yeah.
Right across the road from here. You know?
Did our grandparents visit us in Saskatoon?
Well, sure.
Oh, they didn't. Because
Yeah.
I was too small to know.
Yeah.
I was born in 1929, so I'd be very small.
Your mother, yeah.
But they came from Yorkton to visit?
Well, we came back from the States, my husband and I, and on our way we stopped at Yorkton and had a visit. And you know, I'm stupid. It was such a big house, it was like a big hotel. And it seemed that it was a house that had been built. It might be still there for all I know. And then the family grew, and that was Charlie's uncle, like, you know. They built on, like, you know, they had built that house very sensible. They had made one straight wall like that. So then they built another house, and that wall did for the other house.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
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 That's the one
So
you
that
visited,
was in
isn't it?
Yorkton. We were there to visit them, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm getting stupid. I don't know if it's my age or what.
Him to call me Bartholomew after himself.
Oh,
But she spoke to him often with great affection.
oh yes, Father Kennedy was great. He was great. I had a tea one time, and this house is small, you know, but 90 people went through the house.
Oh my God.
You know, they came in and had tea, and they walked right through the back door. You know, because the only way they could, they wanted to, they were nice enough to want to, because it was for the church, you know. That tea for the church.
They couldn't turn around.
No, they couldn't turn around. So they couldn't. They sit it there. They sure couldn't turn around. You know? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, the St. Mary's, everybody was great workers for it.
Yeah.
That's how they was able to build a church, you know.
Yeah.
First of all, we used to be in way down at the other end. I think it's somebody Ukrainian or something, but the church was in there. So they decided they wanted to build a church. So everybody had to do something to help to have a church, you know. And we got a nice church, and then it got too small, so they put sides. They opened the sides up and they put sides onto it, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So then it's a
Yeah.
nice size.
But what about Dad's job on the railway? What did Dad do when he worked for the CNR?
He worked on he used to, I think he was a man that went in and when the trains came, he went in and cleaned all the trains. That's what he did, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He used to go and
Passenger.
yeah,
Oh,
clean all the seats and clean all the trains. That's what
Oh,
he
yeah.
did, yeah. He had a good job because
Yeah.
them days jobs were hard to get, you know.
Yeah.
They weren't very
Yeah.
easy, you know.
Mhm.
No, it's,
Yeah, that would have been the 30s, eh?
yeah, well,
Yeah.
that, you know, I often think about that. There was my husband that was a convert to the church, and your dad as well. And the two of them was kneeling down side by side at the St. Mary's Church, going to communing. They didn't know one another at all. So your dad, he knew about us, you know, so he found out where we live and he came over. And all at once he started, he said, "Oh, you were," we said, I live here. Yeah, and then they were sitting side by side in the church. That was too strange for words. Well, you know, a lot of people
Yeah.
at that time there was an altar railing.
Yes.
Now nobody kneels anymore. They just go and line up and they receive communion. There's too many people.
Yeah.
You know that altar railing.
Yeah.
There'd be days and days. You
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
It would take days to give them all communion. Eh?
Do you remember a person by the name of Dan Lang?
Dan Lang. You know that's her name right here, Mrs.
Yeah,
Lang.
but
Because he's my
This is-
uncle. He's my uncle.
L-A-N-G?
Lang.
Mine's L-A-I-N-G.
Because apparently he knew their dad and used to walk together to Holy Name Society
Yeah.
when they lived here. And
Lang.
Lang. Dan Lang.
There's quite a few in the phone book right now.
Yeah.
L-A-N-G.
He was was a contractor. I think carpenter at that time.
Yeah.
And he had a wife and a couple of kids, I think, or one.
There's
one
nobody
daughter.
living here now, though. Eh?
No.
No.
Well, he died. He married my aunt
Yeah.
and moved to BC in the Okanagan
Oh yeah.
in Kelowna.
Yeah.
And but when I married into this family, he said, "Oh, I knew Patrick Hanley." He said, "I used to walk with him to Holy Name Society in Saskatoon." And it was so weird because I mean I didn't know them and they didn't know me and you know what I
Isn't
mean?
that strange? Eh?
Small world.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Did
It
we
goes
live
like
in? Did we live in both St. Mary's and St. Joseph's, or just St. Joseph's?
No, you live the same. You used to live down on Avenue. This is Avenue O, way out there. And now it's all built in and all that. But it was a nice little home there. You lived there for quite a while, and then from there you moved over to St. Joseph,
Oh,
and you were just a few doors down from St. Joseph's
yeah.
Church. You know?
Right.
Yeah. But when your dad first came, he was
Well-
lucky to get a house.
would I have been born in that house? Apparently, I was born at home, and Martin was born in the
No,
hospital.
you were born in St. Joseph.
Oh, St. Joseph.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Do you remember Mrs. Murray?
Is who?
Murray? Mrs. Murray, the woman who lived with us for a number of years.
Oh, I remember, but
Yeah. Her husband was in a mental home
was it?
most of his life, and she was
Yeah.
Lived as a
Yes,
single
I
woman.
remember her. No matter when you went there, no matter what it was or anything, she was always always ready to make a stay and have a meal. Yeah. Oh, she was a great lady. You know, like they say, there's not very many of them left. Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, she was a great lady.
Did they have an altar society or a CWL that she belonged to?
Well, they used to call it maybe an altar society.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't Catholic Women's League them
Okay.
days, you know.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, your mother was at the church every day. I think she owned that church. Yeah. They went to church every morning, you know.
Yeah.
Every morning. And not only that, but every one of you kids were all dressed, and she kind of was all in the church too. You remember that?
Recognize the picture.
We've never forgiven her.
Yeah, well, she made a good foundation, though. I said she made a very good foundation. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure. Oh,
Yeah.
your mother was a terrific woman. Yeah.
She died in her sleep.
Is that right? How old was your mother when she died?
84.
84, right? Yeah.
And Dad, of course, died of a heart attack.
Yeah.
53.
Now, were you surprised when they decided to move to the West Coast?
Well, in a way, you know, but your dad, he couldn't stand the cold.
Ah,
The cold affected your dad terrible, you know. His lungs.
yeah.
Oh, he couldn't stand, you know, you had to walk with something on, holding a scarf or something. He couldn't stand on it. Didn't you never know that?
No, never heard
Yeah.
that.
No, never heard that.
Oh yeah, his lungs, he couldn't stand it for his lungs, so he had lung trouble. He had lung trouble, you know.
Yeah, he was in the sand here, eh?
Yeah, sure. He had lung trouble, so he
Yeah.
couldn't stand it.
Yeah, we
When
knew
you
that. Yeah.
walked around, you always had a scarf and you put it, you couldn't breathe that cold air, you know.
But it wasn't TB, was it? It was from pneumonia?
Yeah, he had had pneumonia, he told me 8
Yeah.
different times in his
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
You know, some people get pneumonia and then, for no reason at all, they get it again.
Yeah. They're very, it's
Yeah.
susceptible to it.
Yeah. So he had pneumonia many times. It was his lungs, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably they were scarred or something from it.
I suppose.
Yeah.
If you have pneumonia, your lungs are always
Yeah.
scarred a little bit, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
So how many years have you lived in this house?
My husband built this house in 1922, I believe.
1920?
Wait a minute, I'm not too sure now. No.
70 years.
1927.
27.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 1927.
They certainly weren't gypsies like you
Yeah.
No.
So
He
we
never
should.
missed a day's work. And he built this, we were on 31st Street. He was one of them stupid Catholics, you know. That the kid, he had to be close to church. And my daughter was going to go to, she was going to just turn 6. So she had to come to a Catholic school here. And it was a Protestant school right near our place. But no way. So she had to come. My husband was a convert to the church like your mother, you know.
Yeah.
And he said, no way. He said, I want to see about that. So he went and he found, and sure enough, this lot was empty. There was a house there and there was a house on that side. Just happened that this lot was empty and it just suited him good. So he said, I said, a full-time job on the police force. In them days, the police force, it wasn't just 8 hours. Say if there was something going on, you went, you
Yeah.
might put in 12 hours.
Yeah.
You know, time, there was
Yeah.
no such a limited time.
And to go to St. Peter's and to go to Lourdes, she thought she was in heaven.
I did too. I went there 3
Oh,
years.
did
3
you?
years. I think it's is it 3 years or 2 years ago?
Yeah, I heard that, yeah.
Yeah, we went on a tour.
In
Yeah.
1983.
1980. You were along too, sure.
Oh, yeah.
This is my very good friend. Yeah,
Very good.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. She was kind of married into the family, like, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you live nearby? Do you live in
I
this
live
area?
downtown.
They go
You know
downtown.
where the best.
People mix more than they do today, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the trouble is there's too much money now.
Too much TV, you mean?
And of course, it's a
TV,
big city.
yeah.
Saskatoon's a big city now.
Oh,
Eh?
it sure is.
Well,
I mean, when you go back, it was a fairly, it must have been a very small place by comparison to today.
oh, I should say, yeah. It's spread out so far out that way, and out that way, and out that way, and way out that way, and
It's amazing, yeah.
it's spread all around.
So it was much.
It's all right, but you know, it's not nice like when it was small. You know, like when it was small, you seen that if you didn't know them, well, you knew them right away. You met them, they were
Yeah.
very friendly and everything, you know.
Yeah.
But now it's got different somehow or another, you know. Like I really think the story is, everybody's in big money and all that. Money changes people, you know, an awful lot. Yeah, it never changed me because I never had none. I'm still the same. Yeah.
So now, how often did you and Charlie come out to Victoria?
Where?
How often did you travel to Victoria?
Oh, we've been there quite a few times.
Quite a few times, yeah.
Yeah, quite a few times.
Do you remember the first time you came?
Oh gosh, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably would have been Coke.
If you ask me my name quick, I would have a hard time.
That's good.
Yeah. No, but I forget. But we went to Victoria quite a few times. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie used to like to go and visit the family. There was
Yeah.
quite a few of the family there. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we remember when you came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mother was the greatest, you know.
Yeah.
And your dad, no, was he? You know, your dad, he was a kind of a very special person, you know. He was great. That's all there was. You can't say nothing else, but he was great.
Yeah.
Was all around to everybody, no matter how small or big or who were colored, black, blue, or any color, it made him no difference. You know, everybody was the same.
Yeah.
Terrific person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Martin and Dominic and Phil and I visited Ireland a few years ago
Did you?
and visited the house our father was born in.
Oh my, that must have been something. Was it still there?
Oh yeah,
Well, what was it made out of?
stone I guess.
Brick and stone, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Stone fireplace
Was it
with a
big?
peat, very small,
Yeah.
about half the size of this,
Yeah.
out in the country.
And what was your dad? Did you, how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I think about 12.
They were a big family,
They
yeah.
were, yeah.
Yeah.
And his oldest brother was John,
Yeah.
and his daughter Mary Kate lives in the house, and she never married. How old would she be? 80?
82 or something.
82. She lives in the house.
She's still living?
She never married,
Yeah.
and she was the oldest brother's
Yeah.
daughter.
And the house, you'd enjoy this. You see, you have the old house,
Yeah.
and then the barn was attached. It was all one.
Oh yeah.
It's the old style, you know. The barn was right next to.
Yeah,
the
but there was a reason for that. Isn't that the funniest thing? I read something about in some magazine somewheres why they used to do that, and I can't tell you now. There was a reason.
Was it the
Bill-
warmth? The warmth of the animals? Did it help to warm the house?
No, there was another reason. I forget what the reason was. Why they built the barn right attached to the house. And you know, I'm too stupid to remember what the reason, but there was a good reason. It was a real reason that why they did that.
Yeah.
It wasn't that it wasn't needed to be done, but there was a reason. I can't remember what it was.
I think it's because they didn't have to go outside to milk the cows.
How come they kept horses in there?
Well, that's a help too, eh? Yeah.
I remember your black hair.
Is that
Your
right?
hair was very black, wasn't it?
No, it was always kind of more so kind of brown, auburn brown.
Was it? In
Yeah.
my memory, you had really dark.
You thought
And
it
did
was-
you wear it back?
It's always been curly, you know.
Yes.
I've been blessed with two things that I haven't bothered with in all my life very much: my hair and my teeth. I've got all my own teeth.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Right.
So and they never bother me. Never been bothered with them.
Must be the water.
Yeah, well, it is.
Amazing.
And I notice you're not wearing glasses.
Yeah.
You don't,
Do you have?
Your eyes are good? Your eyes?
Well, oh yeah, pretty good. Oh yeah.
Do you have to wear glasses to read?
Well, to read, yeah. Oh yeah.
Marvelous, marvelous.
Oh yeah, I can see way up 22nd, way on 2 blocks from here. Far away.
Isn't it amazing? Glasses on.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, I can see real good from a long, long ways. It's just to read close that I need glasses for. Outside of that, I don't need them.
That's incredible.
Could you take a picture inside with the camera up against the window here?
You're harder to flash.
It's all different colors, you know. Third house down from the alley.
This is the house I was born in, though.
Okay, just keep going, Ben.
And they
Go a little
closed it
faster.
all. I bet that blue one could have been, honey, because it could have been a walkway down the side or a veranda running down the side of that one that they've enclosed it.
Okay, and U-turn again.
I'll take these two.
Yeah, take them both out of there.
And they're okay.
That's right, we're supposed to be, we're coming to the river, we're gotta be away from the river.
Been something special.
There's no porch there.
Follow mine.
This would have been more at the side is over on that corner.
Oh my God.
Bernie and his mate.
Bernie is he wants to be maids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last one we go to is
I have to know what I'm doing.
It's very pretty, isn't it?
So this
Look
is
after somebody that
this is
goes
the
by.
strangest confounded.
Where are we going, the 20?
You see, the pedestrians have a light, but there's no light for the.
You just have to.
No, Martin, you made a mistake. You know,
Well, why?
Go straight.
Okay, now you can go back.
Go straight across because, see, you know, whether he can get on or not is a problem. Just wrong.
Just on the outskirts, along the intersection there. That's something I thought we stopped in the Saskatchewan.
Really? Well, I guess some streets in Saskatoon.
It's on
Broadway.
Broadway Avenue.
I'm so photogenic, though.
So-
If we're staying overnight in Yorkton, maybe we can make arrangements for us to stay there at the same time as you, see if they've checked in. Are we gonna stay overnight in Yorkton?
Why not? That's good. Well, I don't think you know, we better keep. So,
That's good.
so we definitely want to.
Okay.
Hanley #1.
Hanley Cafe, and then we have to see what's on the big, great big sign there.
Look at the bird up on top.
Yeah, it looks like
It's a hawk.
Are you gonna have a look through mine?
Yeah, I think I'll take a run of
Oh, there goes the hawk. Huh? Good.
There's a golf course there, you know that?
Well, that's certainly bigger than what I remember last time.
Do you stop your big one?
I did, yeah.
Over the trees, aren't they?
I don't know who it was, I think it was Mary Joy that did it.
Mary Jo did very well.
She did it extremely well. I don't know if Kathy did it, I don't know if
They're cutting and everything, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Maybe trees are a nuisance.
They run into those strange things in the prairies. It freezes everything there.
What? Oh, John. Is she practicing for winter camping? She is.
God, it's funny. She's a
Getting into
decaf.
mental attitude.
No, decaf.
It's pretty up.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It looks so comfy.
It is.
It's unique for traveling.
Yeah.
I mean, I got all around clothes for
That's it,
traveling.
just.
This is comfortable.
But of course, I don't wear that open so deep.
No. No. Yours always look nice.
So basic. Sage around this morning, everything ready to see.
This is Broadway. La 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 la. La 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 la. I don't know if it was here or somewhere else, but I think it was here. Or was it Melville?
Knights of Columbus, he's got to be Catholic.
Look what's going by here. That big pot.
Is that the name of the place? You just tell who bought it.
Here's the tracks here.
This time, Elaine, we're gonna bend a little. Make yourself a little. Well, there's nothing.
See, Earl will remember what these buildings were used for, of course. In Eleanor.
Bill? Oh. Oh, great. It's wonderful.
Now you're thinking, Phil, Elaine wants to know. Go ahead.
If that building there is a root, like a root house, the first house.
Oh, I was told, but the trouble was in the winter.
What's that?
Mice and snakes.
Oh, open spanner. Boy, that's
We're okay with it.
That's a spanner.
Okay, Ben, let me just get a picture of that.
That's a spanner, see? Get it up there. That's an old-fashioned spanner.
Great.
Look at the horsehair here. Look at the little massive hairs profile.
Yeah. That could be known by Tom and Dad, of course, too.
It's logs. No, it's logs on the side. And it's leveled now with that. But somebody has added to it over the years.
Grandfather.
Mark, the last time we were here, there was a doorway at this end of the house.
Yes.
And
I
we
think
stood
that's
there,
right.
we walked into that suite.
Yeah.
And then when we stood out in the yard, they said, and that's where,
Yeah.
that's why I have everything,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they, and you could drive across it, so things would go and get on.
Well, I mean, it's tempered steel. It's not just soft. It's really hard wire.
What about the fence? What's the fence?
really.
Yeah, that's what was on the house, was the grave.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. That's the original.
Exactly what was on there.
But I'd like to get a picture of all brothers and sisters in front of the house.
Yeah.
How you doing there, Bill?
That's okay, that's no problem. I just wondered if you wanted to see what the house looks like.
Yeah,
I bet it is.
looks wonderful.
No, we're not there yet.
It looks as solid as the day it was built, though.
You know, the stair railings and everything in the house and the stairs are just solid. Like I said, compared to new houses, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, evidently our
Now, this
grandfather
is,
was a real carpenter.
So there's another door there,
Yeah, there was a door there.
right?
And one
And there
here?
was another window there.
What? Oh, I see. We didn't walk in on this end.
There's a porch there that goes
Oh, maybe it's
into
the
on
porch we
end.
went into.
Right.
then.
There was another window there, so there was two windows
Picture on
on the
the
end.
Oh,
right
okay.
corner there, there's two.
Oh,
Four.
of course, yeah.
There was a
Right
door.
there.
So.
Isn't that something?
Just
All
taking-
those old buildings, we
just
just,
taking
you know,
pictures.
incredible. We went into that, what was a chicken coop? you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Oh, they're getting pretty run down in that barn. It's just about falling over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're nice.
Fence, yeah, and it was rotting off. That's why we took it down. There, the posts in the ground were rotting and falling over, so we ended up taking it down.
And what kind of a fence, how would you describe the fence?
How would I describe it?
Did it have little leaves on it?
Maple leaves?
No, I bet you're thinking of a gate, are you?
We saw the gate.
Saw the
Well, we
Did
gate.
you
saw
see
the
the
gate,
gate out
yeah,
there?
yeah.
There was no gate. It was just a wood fence. It was just wood posts.
Oh, yeah.
And wood
Well, maybe
railing.
they had taken
Fence
it down.
is gone,
They might have
the
taken
wire had gone.
Yeah, there was no wire
There used
or
to be
anything.
the little maple leaves that were on that gate were also on the fence.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, there was no fence like that when we came out here. Just the wooden, like it was just a
Yeah.
short wooden
Yeah.
fence across there.
Ranch style.
Yeah.
We're traipsing all over there looking for the sod house. You see, it was the chicken coop was a sod house the last time we came, and they had lived in there when they built that section. And then it was sort of and I know that we had seen it when we were here, but now of course it's got the wood.
The only
That
thing
had
that,
all
I can zoom in out there.
Wow,
Boy, I wish I had nice neat roots for that.
those are great roots. Are those your very own? Are they? Not your brothers? No, just yours.
Well, that's very good. From Chatterbox.
Oh yes. So I didn't hear anybody were upstairs doing their fights and away.
So they must have looked out and saw the eggs.
Mom was married when she was 26, and she moved here when she was 7, so she lived here for 19 years before she got married.
Well, so she would be the younger than the oldest boy, wouldn't she? Yeah. Oh, there we are. Yeah.
You're a big boy for 7.
So just think, when their mother lived here, she was your
We're
age.
talking basketball now, aren't we?
Yeah, he's before I guess.
He's gonna farm.
So what are you going to show me?
This
What
this is singing for who? See?
What is it?
Okay.
What? It doesn't make that kind of noise, does it?
Yes, it is.
Is there a horn on it?
No, no horns.
When you want to toot, how do you do that?
Well, just singing by going outside. So,
Okay. So what other tractors can you drive?
okay, I'm gonna get bigger. Okay. On the way, okay?
So what's that?
Okay.
Oh, watch you don't hurt yourself.
Okay. Oh.
Did your dad drive that tractor? Holy mac, you can get up in the seat?
See?
Boy, oh boy. Now, so are you going to tell me what your name is?
Tim.
Tim, what's your last name?
Timothy Babel.
And how old are you? 5 years old?
Yep.
No, you're not.
It's my mom.
No, do you know how old you are? You're 3 years old.
Yes, Mom.
Because your mom told me.
And
Oh, you what? You better not touch those because I don't want it to start.
wow.
Now, can I take a picture of you when you're in the tractor with my other camera?
Yeah.
Okay, just a minute. I'll turn this camera off and I'll put the other one on, okay?
Okay.
Great show, man.
So now, what's your name?
Well, this
Huh?
thing is Christopher.
Christopher. And how old are you, Christopher?
7.
And what school do you go to?
Ebenezer.
Ebenezer? Terrific.
I
And do you take the school bus to school every day?
Mm-hmm.
And what are you going to do during the summer holidays?
We might go mini golfing into the lake, maybe.
Fantastic. Terrific. So is your mom and dad going to go on a holiday with you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
What is that? Is that an old well there? Yeah.
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 It's probably overflowing with water, or in there, foot or two of water.
One family in and one out.
I know.
Just style, eh?
Yeah, I tell you what, you stand by yourself with, let me see your boot. Okay? I want to get you in your boots. I may have got the head turning.
Those are cowboy boots.
Those came all the way from Mexico, didn't they?
Oh no.
All right. Oh, boy. There.
Grandma and Grandpa bought those.
So this is the White Sands River.
Yeah.
Let me out of here,
She said there's all sorts of muskrats and beaver.
I've had no success taking pictures.
Beaver to beaver along
Been all
drawn.
over the world taking pictures of the glass and none has turned out.
Could be the setting, Bertie. Might the setting, but
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a beaver dam then.
Well,
with
just
the
long
sticks
as
sticking
all.
up.
Oh, they've been.
I don't want to get too close to that exhaust. He's East Indian, isn't he, Bill?
East Indian, yeah.
Yeah. They've been in Yorkshire for 11 years.
East Indians?
where do you live? BC?
Yeah, I live about 5 miles out of town.
Not around And who are you again?
I'm Jenny's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Margaret, I'm her sister.
Who's that other?
Margaret.
Oh, you're sad. Yeah, you're related. Yeah, she's a servant.
And then you hop forward.
How many?
Isn't that great? Who played the violin besides you?
Just had two.
You and my dad?
One never
We had a long visit with Evelyn when we arrived, and she spent a lot of time talking, telling us about all the
set up their teepees.
Yeah, we were, what was the other now? The knifers and the, let's see now, what was it? What were those, the kind of derogatory terms?
Oh, Galatians.
Galatians. The Galatians and the... And she always was...
Galatians.
She was always speaking non-Versailles. She used to always quote her German non-Versailles. So, who were these Galatians and she was forever talking about the Galatians and the knifers, I think, wasn't it?
Well, that's the name of a family, wasn't it? The
Knifers was the name of a family.
Oh, the knifers.
But the Galatians
were the Ukrainian or something,
yeah,
weren't
that's
they?
right, yeah. We have a couple that we play cards with once every week, and they're our best friends.
Of course, yeah.
So, I see. So Galatians were the Ukrainians.
They were just immigrating from Russia, I suppose.
Once
at
a week,
that
they don't ask us to go there because
Well, there's a chapter in the Bible.
and he
So you never lived in the sod house?
didn't need it.
When you were born,
I was born with blocks of sod for the shingles.
oh, in the old sod house. Well, what year were you born? Do you remember?
1903.
903.
He's 89.
89.
Yeah, he's 99.
So the house was built. You lived in the old sod house.
Yeah, when I was born there, Dad was able to build an attachment to it. And then things break up.
Yeah.
And then in 1914, I'm getting ahead of myself. In 1905, he built the main house on the side.
The main house in 1905. Yeah?
Then in 1914, he built the attachment to it, like on this. The house was like that.
You got a crumb here, will you?
So that figures that. So you were born in the sod house. Your parents really roughed it when they came out, eh?
But they didn't know any better.
No.
People those days. Know any better.
Other people were doing the same, I suppose.
If you told those old people about now, they wouldn't believe you because they lived in the olden days.
Yep.
But you know, it's ridiculous how things. For years, people were just striving and getting bugger all for what they worked for. We sold good top-grade rye, not whiskey. And you know that we sold that for 9 cents a pound. It cost us more than that for the twine and cutting it for the lunch. Besides waiting to see your pants.
Yeah. They were tough days, eh?
I don't know.
Now, was it good land? It was good land. They could grow. You could grow anything you wanted to grow there.
We used to sow rye in the fall. Take off a crop of wheat. And then plant the rye right into the stomach.
And when would that ripen, the rye? Would that be next year in the fall?
You turn on the light,
You got it.
and you went into the kitchen, and you tripped on, bumped into a chair, was it? I think, something like that.
We had one of those swivel rockers.
Oh, yeah.
I put my hand on the top of it to go and get a drink of water. And the man did swung around, and And I went with it.
Oh, sure.
What are you drinking? Somebody said to me they like tea, and I poured coffee, and then I poured things.
Just a bit of milk.
So that's it.
Why would happen? Get together and think of doing such a big thing.
I tell you.
They used to thrash me.
What happened?
I was just a brat with that big. In fact, I was still in mother's arms.
And then you all chipped in and yeah.
I had the old bridge to get across from the field over here. You had to cross this shaky old bridge. So Geordie thought he checked the water and it was kind of gravelly, you know. He decided to go across the river. And everything went fine until they got to climbing up the bank one day. And then it kept digging down and digging down till it couldn't go one way or the other. So they got it. Big cable. And they got it pulled out. And they got pulled out. Mother had come out to walk. And we pulled the bloody whistle wide open.
Pulled what?
We pulled the whistle wide open. It was a very shrill whistle.
Yeah.
And I was going to tell you that I scared the... You know how I didn't need any exercise.
Didn't need exercise.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's a great story. That's great.
Those were wonderful days.
Yes.
Harvesting. Big outfits around here. 30 or 35 members.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of work too. Gee.
Now, and they would always be kind of generally outsiders. They wouldn't be local farmers.
Well, a lot of them would be outsiders.
But like the fellow who owned the thrashing outfit, would he be a local man?
Oh, yeah.
And then he'd hire whoever he could hire.
And hire neighbors.
Yeah. But some people would travel from town to town with the thrashing crew, wouldn't they?
They used to come out from the States.
Yeah. Well, see, that's where Jenny's husband would, Patrick Hanley. Oh,
Kind of joined the family farm.
Yeah, they do.
Well, yes, you see, it was left to Doris, and then she passed away, and then John had to know her husband.
So what did you do? Were you a farmer or what?
Yeah, we farmed for many years.
Good land?
Extra good, but we worked out part of the time too. We worked for the federal government for 21 years.
What doing?
I was a storeman at radar base. And Sheila was there too. So administration part of it.
It was Gene McCann and
then 3 or 4 years ago we struck gravel on our.
Oh, is that? Oh, you're in the one.
Yeah.
I think I heard that. That was a little bonanza, eh?
Yes, been sitting on it for 40 years or so.
Is it a good quality gravel?
They're down 14 feet now and about another 12.
So who all is are there a lot of the family buried there, or where did they
Yes, always Mom and mother and dad.
Yeah, that's right. It's unfortunately, everybody gets so preoccupied with what you're doing. That's right. Yeah. We know what else they know. Times are tough. The men were working.
Whatever. I had lots of company. This is Aqua Hugh.
Oh yeah. And Eleanor Boyd.
Yeah. And then this is Doris over here.
How close to So Grandma died just after Dad.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
She was 47.
Hours are we talking about that?
Not very long. Well, 20? Everybody here?
Header there, that.
Ben is $24 up. Dom is $18 down. Martin is $21 down. Mary is $41 down. Bernie is $71 up. And I'm $17 down.
So Mary, boy oh boy, you better pay up. Okay, just hold there for a minute, Ben.
Look what you can read, you can go to. Here, chance, climb still.
That's all right. That's okay.
How far are we from Winnipeg?
5 miles.
Oh, no more than that.
No matter what happens, you're 23 to 80 down, so that's all right.
What are we at?
Gets at the base of the problem.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing than eye drops.
Yeah, that's right.
That's an
Well, I use the
condition.
I use artificial tears.
Uncle Tom and it just went on and on.
I wonder what this is. Maybe we can go there.
The deepest. Oh,
I'm staying right out of
You
this.
don't have to worry about these. My mother's paternal place was where she was lived for a long time.
Well, when I visit, we'll have to drive.
There's that restaurant we'll come to after.
medicine road.
Got over the wedding?
Oh, yeah. You're sweet and good and keep sick, but I feel okay while I'm on.
Oh, I basically I brought it back. I used to work in the
Yeah, so. It'll be 10 years this year, in August.
She was old.
Oh, I see.
She was born 1893. She was 5 years older than her. Yeah.
Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit. Eternal rest granted to him, O Lord. May he rest in peace. May his soul and souls of all the faithful departed for the mercy of God rest in peace.
Amen.
That's your last stop, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Got that right.
Yeah, you got it right.
Going like that with her.
The thing is that the crops are all different wherever you travel. Some are nice locations.
And Ben.
I'm rich every weekend, eh?
Well, you know, Ben, it
and
was
Martha
funny
can
because
see.
like this was their plan, this honeymoon, to go build this shell of a cottage.
Yeah.
And of course, Ed is a carpenter also. And I said to Karen, I don't even want to be there. Ed's saying this, Father's saying this, Ron's saying no, but I think maybe I'd like it like this. But I think they got through the whole week.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, they all came back talking to each other.
Ron had to make the decisions. We didn't worry about a thing. You asked if he wanted it there. That was a good idea, though.
Yeah,
What about you?
Get it?
Why you sit there, Marshall?
Mary and
Go back and sit in my picture.
Mary and Irene. Mary and Andre. I think sometimes yes, I think
Pictures of you. Don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. Don't move.
But you know,
It's nice, you'll be on TV.
but the whole struggle that they have to go through, like you really have to, like, and I said, like, however we have these discussions in class, it's amazing how people come out. I don't have a problem with gay people. I just, it doesn't bother me.
The Riverwood Highway.
I think I could accept it as an app, but you could go beyond that.
you would. It would be hard at the beginning.
Your mother told you about
You're still the person that you know.
Oh, now they actually admitted it.
Orders are pretty much. Double back and go to 40.
Yeah. Wondering if they would ever take off or whatever.
Done so nicely.
Yeah.
The food was delicious. I loved it.
Angles.
Yeah.
Different soil there.
Yeah.
The color and everything is totally different.
family there. It's the rest of us are always blessing us.
There's only one thing, it bounces back.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a nice trip, you guys.
Listen,
Thanks, everybody.
I don't want to read it in the paper.
All clear?
Hey, Pierre, you might as well go with them. It's nicer than Kenora.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll just keep her in here.
Yeah. Hey, Margaret?
Yeah?
Here, something for you.
Memento. Bye, everybody.
As Mum said to me standing in the Shannon airport,
Where are
why are
these
there
cars
so many
off the
Irish
road?
people here?
Winnipeg.
So,
No, see, we usually give them to the group. No, but then,
yeah, I should have it too.
All those crack it up to be.
Who's got a scissor or something that I can cut this little wire thingy off? You got something like that? Who could do that?
Now, before I've taken them off by hand so they could be reused.
What do you mean?
I've just separated those little.
Can you get that apart?
Work out of it.
Look at that big store they're building.
All I got is $2.
So long.
We can get some out here.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely gonna get some. Well, I'm waiting for a phone call. Someplace in Canada, I think in Manitoba, I bought a ticket.
Anybody see the tourist bureau?
up there.
Put them away, and we have
Is
to
that the
frame
picture you got of that?
Not that particular one. We've got others though.
We went down, we were in Cody, Wyoming,
Yeah.
and we got 2 prints of
Yeah.
Russell's. He's the greatest painter and sculptor of the Wild West. And we're in.
Where did they say the shopping center was?
We've planted trees here.
Those 3 last things.
Don't everyone talk at one time.
So what time should we get out of here tomorrow?
Same time.
8 o'clock on the road?
Reach that breakfast here. Down the road there. And then just take off from there. Go to Homestead.
So,
Oh, see the pork showers?
Go to Spokane, and as soon as you finish there, which is tomorrow's Friday night, going to cut traffic jams.
See this fella here? Oh,
Anyhow.
Oh, through with it.
Thomas get here, Barry, then take your picture.
so, are we ready to roll?
I'm
dying about nutrition.
Plus 6 extra.
So it's gonna be sorry.
75. And this was 60,
We ate ham and turkey and
It's a little not quite as good, but it's got the same amount of stuff, only it doesn't have
About
the
those
extra
little,
This is
packages.
ham
and turkey bits and
So for
And you're
Terry,
definitely, and you're still malnutrition.
and then I thought, if by chance, when I phone and Carol said, oh, Shelley, you have this. And I will leave it for,
And 12:30 in Pakistan.
so either way,
For Steph, you've got you and Terry.
yeah, well, I'm not worrying about Stephanie's right now,
No, but we got
but it would be
Terry.
nice for Stephanie too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
These
your
are nice
plan?
glasses, aren't they?
Shall we go to?
So we're gonna go eat, honey.
Oh,
We're good?
My impression is that they just arrived.
Yeah, but
Well, that time.
because their biggest time is
Where's the church? Cathedral, eh? Is that a cathedral? Must be a cathedral.
Or the Jesuit church.
Up a ways. Oh, oh no, not again.
Oh, I bet you heard me, did you? I just had this carousel. I just had this fleeting vision. Oh my God, she's ever
I thought she was a former IHM.
What's a chili burger?
This Eileen.
Chili burger.
Reminded me of somebody in that chili.
Oh.
Probably you carry it.
Everyone?
What river would this be?
What's it, the lake?
98. Did I say 98? 98. Did you see that?
Still okay?
You should really get it now.
In Ellensburg.
98